Hi everyone, I'm Wrong Rookie, and today we're going to be looking at a game called Downwell. This is a game that has been developed by Ojiro Fumoto, and it was published by a well-known indie publisher, Devolver Digital, and it's basically a classic at this point, released in 2015. Also known to be one of those very hard games, kind of like Super Meat Boy and Spelunky. So, I'm just going to be playing this game and just tell my thoughts about it. And, yeah, let's just begin with that. But before I begin, everyone, if you're new to this channel, a like, comment, and subscribe really helps a lot. Make sure you hit that bell icon. And to any game developers out there who want their game shown on YouTube, give a shout out to me on X, and I'll gladly showcase your game every Saturday and Sunday whenever possible. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, basically, the objective of the game is quite simple. You are this character that is going down well. That's the point, you're always going down. And everything here is randomly generated. So, it's never gonna be the same, as you're always going to come across different things. Your objective is very simple. You just have to keep going down until you hit the end. There are some things that you gotta keep in mind. First is that if you lose all your health, it's done. There's no lives over here. You can't resume from the last level you have played. So everything has to be beaten off in one sitting. And the other thing you should know is that, shop. The items you buy here aren't permanent. They're permanent until you die, but if you end up dying, you're gonna end up getting them again. And the items are random. And every time you clear a level, like how you're seeing here, you get some random abilities that you can pick that could benefit you. And there are also items that you can buy in the shop that can also help. Either way, both of these, So I just died there. So this game is pretty tough. So anyway, what I was trying to get at is the items that you get in the shop tend to be very expensive most of the time, unless you get the 10% discount, which you shouldn't really rely on it because it's so rare. It only appears, it's rare, it's random. The items that you get as upgrades, they only appear when you complete a level, and they're random, like I said. Now, the interesting concept to this is when you defeat enemies. You get these gems. And the more gems you get, the higher they become. So, the more combo it is. And you want to keep that combo as much as possible so that you get more of these gems. And these gems, of course, you can use them for buying items in random shops. So, they do have some nice twist to it. You might be wondering how exactly I'm attacking enemies. Well, you attack enemies by using your jet boots. Your jet boots have different types of ammo, depending on which one you select. So the one I selected here is a shotgun, which behaves like a shotgun. Yeah, okay, this is the shop. But since we're at full, we don't really need it. Maybe we can buy, +2 charge, which basically increases our ammo permanently until we're dead. Like I said, the items aren't permanent. They're only permanent as long as you stay around and you don't die. So, anyway, this is the shotgun. And depending on which weapon you get, your jet boots will vary. Personally, I'm more of the machine gun or yeah, I'm basically of that machine gun type. Or, you know, anything that shoots normally. I don't like the shotgun because it's quite limited. And the ammo is, yeah, the ammo is limited. So, you can see right there, it's, as you go down and down, enemies will start giving you a hard time. Yeah. I also like how when, you know, you intentionally buy something that you don't have enough money, he'll just tell you too poor. Yeah. So, that's basically the gist of it. Oh, what else did I miss? Oh yeah, you're fighting Metroids here. These cute little things that you see here that look just like Metroid. But yeah, this game does have a bit of gore to it. Okay, so now we got the weapon burst. It shoots different. I don't like this one either. Ammo is a bit limited. The machine gun's my favorite. So, here we're using gem high lasts for a longer duration. Now we're in stage 2, which is cool. Enemies do start getting tougher, and you do have more variety of the enemies, so they don't always remain the same, which is cool. Noopy is probably a nice thing that I like to stick with. It's got the mix of a decent amount of ammo plus tends to do it the bullets shoot very fast. I like it. So, and 500 for just 1 HP. It's too expensive. Anyway, that is basically the gist. You just keep going down and down until you reach the end. You might think that this is an arcade sort of game. It's actually not. There is an end. It's just that this game is so hard. And if you, as I said earlier, if you die, you have to start everything at the very beginning. Now, I'm not really a fan of this because I don't like playing games that test you to complete them in one sitting. I think it's safe to say, I think it's safe to say that we are living in past that point where we can't just spend the time to beat games in one sitting. It should have had something like, okay, you beat this in X amount of times, you know, unlock a new level or something. So that, you know, you give players the options that, okay, they just want to beat the game. They don't want to do the real challenge. I mean, just take examples, some of the examples, like Spelunky. Okay, a classic game. By the way, if you take the weapon, it depends on whether you get a +1 health or ammo. It really depends. It's situational. Anyway, take a Spelunky. Now, yeah, in Spelunky, you do have to complete levels in one sitting. But this is only if you want to do it. But later on in that game, you get this miner, and if you donate a certain amount to this miner, you get to unlock the next level. So so if you don't want to do it in one sitting, you know, you have that option that you gotta grind a bit, but if you do it, you know, you could just start from level 2 instead of starting all the way from level 1. Stage 2, I mean. Instead of starting from stage 1, you get to start at stage 2. So, that's Spelunky. And, what else? What other examples I can come up with? Okay. How about, Super Meat Boy? Like, yeah, you just beat a hard level and that's it. You go with the next level. But, I don't have to start those levels again. And that's kind of cool, in a way. Why should I, why should I be punished for starting the whole thing again when I already did the harder parts? Anyway, gotta figure out which one to pick here. Okay. Yeah, consume some dead bodies. This always is useful. It's random, but it's useful. I was hoping that it would eat. I get health. Ah, darn. So yeah, there you go. It's just so hard that as you progress, enemies start to get hard. They get very difficult, and it's very difficult to keep track of yourself. Now, this game is also released on Android, and really when you look at it, it does feel like it works for Android or mobile, basically, iOS and Android. But when I bought the mobile version and played it, I don't know, I just couldn't get my fingers to adjust to the touch controls. And that's because, you know, my fingers are too big, so sometimes if I want it, I'll end up pressing the wrong button and they'll go the opposite direction. And because there's no option to split the left and right buttons a bit wider. So it's a bit annoying when I play it in the phone. And so I end up playing it on Steam. It's much better with the controller for me. Pretty weird that you give players the options to play either on mobile or PC, but you don't give players the option of how on the difficulty, but okay. Okay, then that's really my main complaint with this game, is that I just don't like beating it in one sitting. If the game didn't do that, I would have liked to have beaten it pretty easily. So, okay. Yeah, I forgot that. Wasted money. Anyway. It's pretty rewarding to get the gem height, I will admit. But its only real use is the shop. And that kinda sucks. Because the shop isn't always generous. It doesn't always go in your way. Yeah, in case you're wondering what the gun boots are, it's more like your ammo here. So, the ammo is recharged when you land on the ground. So you can't do it while you're in airborne, unless you get a certain ability that allows you to do that. Alright. Okay. I will, of course, do a better playthrough in the no commentary run. I'll do a better footage of it. But it's really difficult to concentrate and do a bit of commentary for a game like this because it requires a lot of concentration. Anyway, just to go a bit on the development side. This game was developed by Ojiro Fumoto. Basically what he did is that he thought of getting into the game industry. He was just doing this game as a hobby, and thanks to social media, I guess somehow he got into contact with Devolver Digital, and they found this game pretty impressive when he was working on it, and there you go, Downwell happened. So this game is pretty awesome. I like how its visuals are. Music is quite nice. I just like the simplicity of it. Like, you later on, as you keep progressing, you unlock abilities. You unlock stuff like pallets and such, which do help a bit on the replay value. I'll give it that. I hit this shotgun. I don't know why I even took it. Okay. Okay. So, what I really heard is that he also worked on Nintendo shortly after developing this game, only to have just left a few years later. Or 1 year later, not sure. But, yeah, it's pretty impressive what he did here with Downwell. It's just a shame that, you know, for me at least, if the difficulty were toned down, I would have liked it a lot better. So yeah, I think Nobi is better. Yeah, I don't want to lose this weapon. Another problem that I have with this game is the ammo. It can be random. You don't get to start with the one that you like. So as you can see, it's really difficult to progress over here because enemies are so much. Okay, let me also show you that there's also style select that you unlock. So depending on which one you get, some effects are different. Like here in arm spin style, shops are rare. Here you get more HP, but you get less upgrade options. So yeah, let's try this. Okay. I can't tell if he's fat here or if he's rolling, but... Okay. But yeah. So, it does have a lot of replay value. It's just that if you really are someone who doesn't like beating things in one sitting, If you prefer a bit more of the lenient side, this won't help out. This doesn't. This is unfortunately those one of those games where you can't really beat it at your own pace. That sucks. Even if you go with games like Jump King. And yeah, you know what? Jump King is actually a perfect example as well. Like, sure, you have the option of starting it over again, but you know, you could always resume to where you last left off. And in that game, it's kind of like Downwell, except the opposite. You just keep jumping up and up. But you can always pause and resume to where you left off, even though the game is focused on you doing it in one sitting. Which I like. This is what Downwell should have been, in my opinion, but hey, I guess it is what it is. I'll just try it again. And yeah. I'm just gonna try getting as much as I can in this. Really? This game is so hard. I hate those red things because you can't bounce on them. Unlike the other enemies. Those red enemies tend to be really annoying. And this shopkeeper isn't very helpful either. Unless you get the discount. Cool. Okay. We got that. It does give a bit like a... It does give a bit of that cave story vibe to it. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so now we're in stage 2. If I lose here, I'll probably stop. Because I always end up losing over here no matter what. Yeah. Sucks. Anyway. Poor. It's so hard paying attention. Yeah, I'm gonna lose for sure. Okay. Yeah, so it does work. Okay. Okay, yeah, we could use that. I wonder if I can reach to stage 3. That was the stage that I last... Now... That... I could just never make it from that point. Okay. Yeah, that's Downwell. But yeah, before we stop it, let me just show you the palettes that you unlock. So you got some like this, and Aqua. G-Boy, obviously we know what this palette reminds us of, and V-Boy as well. You also get stuff like Pastel. You get more of these palettes, which do look nice, but yeah, Aqua, it's a little, yeah, Aqua is good. The ones I like at least here are Downwell and G-Boy. Yeah, G-Boy is nostalgic, so... But anyway, let's just stop it with here. So yeah, what do I think of Downwell? I think it's, like I said, it's a really fun game for its time. The only problem with it is that it's one of those games that you gotta beat in one sitting. And yeah, in the beginning you will feel motivated to try it again and again, as you're somehow, feel like you're getting better, but over time, it suffers like most mobile games, where after a while you just get bored of it because you're not able to beat it if you're not skilled enough, and so you'll just drop it. It is what it is. If you really like hardcore games, like difficult games, then definitely Downwell is the good choice for you. Personally, I would suggest you to get the PC version instead of the mobile version, because you may have difficulties pressing the inputs of the left and right, and because they don't space out those buttons, your size of the fingers could get in the way of that. But otherwise, it's a pretty good game. You could try that. And yeah, it really does suck, because if the game wasn't really this hard, I would have just beaten it. I would have enjoyed it a lot better than now. So, yeah, in the end, it's a classic, and job well done, Devolver Digital and Ojiro Fumoto. I certainly look forward to Ojiro Fumoto's next game. Whenever that is, we'll have to wait and see. Well, that is it with this one. If you like what you're seeing, please give a like, comment, and subscribe. And in the meanwhile, thank you for watching Gaming Roki. Have a good one.